That's a short work week for many of us, which means a longer weekend. The 4th of July is on Friday.
Yeah, you might have plans to relax. Sip on something delicious, whether it's on the water or on your deck.
He's our mixologist. Lewis Taylor returns. Good morning, Lewis.
Nice to have you back.
Yeah,
great to be back on a Monday today, too.
On a Monday,
right.
but Friday is the 4th of July.
A lot of us are going to be hitting the store starting to plan for Friday, so we wanted you here now.
Right, and so we're looking for something with an American twist, kind of that American theme. What do you have for us?
Well, I kind of went around the horn, so to speak, so I know that people like a variety of different items, so I'm going to start out with a product that is just the hottest beer going in this town right now. It's amazing. From the Deschutes Brewery, from Bend, Oregon, they have their fresh squeezed IPA. IPAs is a category that stands for India Pale Ale, and it's a category that in beer is as hot as it gets.
Why? What's the story with it, Lewis?
You're going to get a lot of flavor with this. You're going to get some extra hops, so it's going to make, for some people, it's too hoppy, too a little bit too bitter, but it really adds a lot of flavor to it. And the reason this one seems to be taking off so incredibly is because it's that fine line between being too hoppy and
still having
a lot of flavor. So this is a great, great thing. The fresh squeezed means that they just take those hops, full cone hops, not little pellets, full cone hops, right from as soon as they harvest them, right to the brewery, right into your beer.
And that makes a world of difference in the taste.
It does.
What else do you have here, Lewis? I'm going to switch places because I know you want to mix up a bit for us.
Sure. Second of all, I'm looking at a great American whiskey. Now, American whiskeys, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of fantastic ones. However, this one lays claim to something that goes right to the revolution of our country. Michter's was the first commercial distillery of whiskey in the United States, based out of Pennsylvania. And the whiskey and the rye especially is what I'm going to use to make a classic American cocktail, the Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to go ahead and make that. We're going to go 2 ounces of Michter's rye.
I love the thoughtfulness, Lewis, with 4th of July coming, that
Right.
you went that route.
I'm going to go a ½ ounce of sweet vermouth.
And we've got these recipes. If you want to grab your iPad and jot it down, or
So
a
Michter's
pencil and paper.
since 1753.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that takes you right up into the period of the American Revolution.
Yeah.
Well, since it is right outside of Pennsylvania, George Washington was aware of this, and it is said that he actually took Michter's and bought a supply for his troops to keep them warm at Valley Forge. So they were saying that Michter's is basically the whiskey that saved the American Revolution.
Right, well, that'll do it.
You just added the dash
I just added a dash
bitters.
of cherry bitters. You can just use straight bitters if you like. And then we're going to stir this up. We're going to give it a stir. Some people believe that it can be shaken. It can be shaken, but classically, it's just a stir.
Sure. What a
The
simple
Manhattan,
drink.
it's got a little bit of a stronger flavor, doesn't it, a Manhattan?
Exactly. And the rye is going to give it that. It's going to be a very flavorful, a little bit of a bite from the rye, but very, very flavorful, a little bit fruity, actually. So at the end there, we're going to just go ahead and strain this.
Mike,
And
is that
you
yours?
just pour it straight up like that, right?
Straight up like that.
The
add
next
cherry.
drink has my name on it. We'll let Mike
So
enjoy.
there you go, the Michter's Manhattan.
His Manhattan. What's next here, Lewis?
The next one is if you want to be outside and you want to add some color, right? Like we're very color coordinated today.
That's good. I mean, this is really, it's not as overpowering as I thought it would be. It's got a nice little subtle,
Just enough to know it's
flavor.
there.
Yeah.
But very flavorful. So this one, we're going to do a classic that's been around for a while. Remember the bomb pops when we were kids?
Yes,
You remember
love
that
those.
Scream
The
Man,
rock
bomb
pops.
pops, red, white, and blue. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, taking this, we're going to go UV blue, which is a blue raspberry vodka. So that's your base. And then we're going to have some lemonade, some fresh Simply
See,
lemonade
I've
to
had
it.
these two just together, but you're adding more yet to it.
And we're going to
and this is
add,
where the UV cherry bomb comes in, right?
well, the cherry bomb will kind of just be by itself, but yeah, that's a great thing to have as well.
Throw my own twist on these.
Sure.
Just let
That's
the
what it's all
expert
about.
handle
That's how
it.
the best things
That's
are
what I
invented.
just said.
Lewis
This
is
is where,
the professional.
this is where it comes in.
And
So
I'm
you're
going
pouring
right
out
over
of
the
the
back
back
of a
of
spoon.
the
So it doesn't mix.
So it's going to layer.
So what? It's just a matter of density then?
Correct. Correct. So that sits on top, and that is your
Isn't that pretty?
UV blue bomb.
Give that a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, give that a try.
Hey, Lewis, this is sort of that idea. Oh, here's the recipe, by the way, for the classic UV bomb pop. So some of us are going to be in a position at home to mix up drinks and enjoy them. But the reality is a lot of people are going to hit the water. They're going to go out with friends and family.
They don't
So
want glass around.
this is
they just
easy.
want
Exactly.
something. I just want
This
to.
is
I don't
really
want to
cool.
think about it. I just want to go.
Throw it in the cooler?
Throw it in the cooler. Throw
And
it in the
go.
boat. Throw it in
Right,
the
you're on the
camper.
boat.
What did you bring in?
Volleyball.
I haven't seen this in stores yet, Louis. So is it brand new this summer?
It is new this summer, and they are hitting the stores right now. You should be able to find them. Jose Cuervo, #1 name in tequila, #1 name in authentic tequila, ready to drink. So
Yeah.
it comes in a great party
How
pouch.
handy is that? And
Also
then down
in
below,
8-ounce cans. So single serve 8-ounce cans, 4-packs. We have margarita, strawberry margarita, and our newest addition, this is interesting, a Tigarita.
Yeah, so if you like a John Daly, for example, or an Arnold Palmer, that
Arnold
idea.
Palmer, right. So it's
Yeah.
basically taking a margarita and adding tea to it.
And then in the piece on the end?
That's
Same
exact.
thing.
That's the actual
Same
store
thing.
bottle of the Tigarita. So you can
Yeah.
find either one of those
Either
at your
way.
local store.
Isn't that smart?
Right.
Love that
That is.
idea.
Back to the Deschutes, you were talking about how popular that's become.
Yes.
How popular is it?
Let's put it this way. They are the #5 largest brewery in our nation, and they're only in 23 states.
Yeah, not a lot of people have heard of it.
Right, right.
How popular is it in Nebraska? Are people starting to take notice of that?
When even the brewery themselves were surprised at how fast this actual product has taken off. We had a shortage for a little while. We couldn't get it in. We are fully in now, ready to go. It seems like that's the one that everybody is gravitating to.
And Louis, do you think, well, at least in my opinion and just what I'm noticing socially, people are becoming more educated, more like connoisseurs? It's not just about sort of being there, it's the experience and being educated about how
Exactly.
things are made.
I think between the TV shows that are on, between the cooking shows and the reality shows, the bar shows, that people want to learn more. They see it and they go, wow, I never thought about what goes into my drink before. I never thought about what are the classics, what are the history behind these
And
things.
as a mixologist, are you enjoying that trend,
I am,
educating
because
people
it's been,
with what you know?
I started in the mid-'80s, and so to be at this point where it's kind of come full circle and the classics are hip again,
Yeah.
that's fantastic, because they're taking the classic and they're putting new trends on it, new spins on it. And there's so many places here in town that are embracing it.
Yeah.
And the fellow mixologists that are out there, the Bartenders Guild, they're doing a lot of exciting things coming up. And there's actually some stuff coming up in September that they're doing as well that's going to really showcase on a grand scale what's going on in the scene.
If we have a minute, I'd love to throw up the recipes again, because that might have caught a few of you by surprise. If you just want to jot down quickly the ingredients, and then you can just go back and watch the clip later and see exactly how Louis made these, and check out the clip for the exact amounts in each. So this is for the classic UV Bomb Pop. And then we also had the Manhattan recipe to show you. There it is. Both of them very simple. And if you want even more simple, I would say go with one of the Cuervo to-goes. You're set.
Yeah, but then you can also grab a bottle of Michter's too. I really like the Michter's. That's a single
the
barrel.
whole bottle.
It's
Mike's
a
just
good
taking
stuff. Grab
the
a
bottle.
bottle of
different
the
expressions.
Michter's.
I love Mike. Mike, have bottle, will travel.
Yeah,
Be
you gotta
more
take a
patriotic
bottle.
with it.
You
Yeah.
can put the bottle in your boat too. Just put it right in the cooler.
Thanks,
With
Louis.
Jose Cuervo.
It's great to
Thanks,
have
buddy.
you here today.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming.
Nice to see you.